Hello my people, how you doing? Welcome to another edition of Arsenal Future Podcast, show, stream, whatever you want to call it. We're here again by the grace of God to give you a quick summary of the game. Yes, first of all, get in. We beat Manchester City for the first time in about, I think, 14 attempts. I mean, that's unbelievable. Nobody's had the Indian son of Arsenal for probably ever. Since I've been following Arsenal for 35 plus years, I don't ever remember anybody beating us so often. Not even Liverpool, not even Manchester United, no one. So it's about time. Yes, I know we beat them in the FA Cup, didn't we, in 2020, and en route to winning the FA Cup in 2020, our last major trophy. But it's such a good thing to beat Manchester City, the juggernaut. Some people call it the machine. That is Manchester City, and Pep Guardiola, of course, the mastermind behind such a great side. Now, the game was wonderful. It was a wonderful game. A lot of people said it was a boring game, but I think it was wonderful from an Arsenal perspective because we nullified them. Our defence was excellent. I mean, Saliba, for me, probably the man of the match. Saliba was awesome. He had Erling Haaland in his pocket for the whole 90 minutes, or for the whole 98 or 90 plus minutes. How many added time there was added on at the end. But that's one of the most controlled games and one of the most focused games I've ever seen Arsenal play. It reminds me of the days of George Graham when we used to keep clean sheets for fun. Do you remember that old adage, 1-0 to the Arsenal, and so on? Well, there you go. That was the tip. That typified those old 1-0 wins under George Graham, and we needed that. I mean, initially we looked nervous. I mean, at the back, David Raya, he got closed down by Julio Alvarez, and it almost resulted in a goal for Manchester City in the opening minutes. But luckily, we got away with that. And his distribution at the start was a bit iffy, but I think he settled down afterwards, and then we settled down as a team. I still think David Raya is a better goalkeeper than Aaron Ramsdale, and even though I do rate Ramsdale, he does make mistakes. David Raya doesn't make as many mistakes, and I think when he gets used to Arsenal, don't forget he's only been there a couple of months, and he's only played, I think that's his 4th or 5th game, and so it's obvious that he's Mikel Arteta's number one goalkeeper. And let's not forget, we were after him before we bought Aaron Ramsdale. We were linked with him, and then we didn't get him, and then now he's there, and I think he's Mikel Arteta's number one, and it's quite obvious to see that Aaron Ramsdale is Arteta's number two. And it could be a case where down the line, if Aaron Ramsdale is constantly on the bench, not getting a look in, and he's playing for the minor games like in the Carabao Cup or maybe some FA Cup games against the smaller teams, then he may look to leave. A lot of people have said that. Even some ex-professional players have said that they can't see how the two of them are going to play there together. One's going to leave, and it's obvious at this moment in time, if there's one going to leave, it's going to be Aaron Ramsdale, because David Raya looks like he's cementing that number one spot immediately in Arsenal's goal. And so we found our way into the game. I don't think Manchester City were not the best. Just to forget, they were minus Kevin De Bruyne. They're also minus Rodri, who was suspended. He got sent off against Nottingham Forest a couple of weeks ago. Kevin De Bruyne is out until next year. And so they're missing two key elements of their midfield and their whole team in general. More or less the captain and the vice captain is out, isn't it? So, but we had Martinelli on the bench. We had Saka out after playing 80 consecutive games. So we weren't, I mean, of course, Julian Timber's been out since the start of the season, the first game against Nottingham Forest. And so I think, considering the circumstances, I think we played well. We played well, and Manchester City were a bit off colour, and we played really well. We defended so well. We defended as if our lives depended on it, and like Trojans, like real warriors. And then in the second half, before I forget, I must say Jorginho played really well for us in the midfield. Jorginho played excellent, and I'm very happy about his performance. And excellent. I'm not going to do player ratings just yet. I'm waiting for the channel to grow a bit more before I go through the player ratings, because when I do player ratings, I like to get the interaction with you. We've only got 20 subscribers thus far, so when we get to maybe a few hundred subscribers, when we're able to do live links, when we're able to do live broadcasts, then we can interact together. Then I can give my ratings, and then you can chuck your ratings in the comments. But at the moment, because we're only at 20 subscribers, it's early days yet. The channel's only been going for just over 3 months, and so we're in the infancy stage of the channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, by the way, like the videos to help us to grow. And we need to get to, we're only in 20. We've been on 20 for a long time. We need to do something to elevate the channel. So as I said, subscribe, share it around, and like it, and then leave your comments. But at the moment, we're in the infancy stage of this channel. And when we grow some more, when we get to a few hundred subscribers, then we'll be looking to do some live streams, and then we're going to go and do player ratings. We're going to sometimes go to the ground and speak to some of the fans. I'm going to do that as well. Don't worry, Robbie, your job at AFTV is safe. But you know what I mean. Yeah, we're going to start to get more interactive and get more down to the nitty gritty. But at the moment, we're chilling a bit because we're at the early stages. And so, as I said, Jorginho played really well. We made errors against Spurs, but he played really well in this game. And the second half, we brought Thomas Partey on after being out for a long time. He came on, and we stepped up a few notches. We brought on also Martinelli. We brought on Tomiyasu as well, and Kai Havertz. And all four of those guys contributed to our goal. I think it was a ball from Thomas Partey in the midfield, found Tomiyasu playing as a makeshift striker, if you like, headed it down, chested it, Kai Havertz laid it off, and then there was bang, Martinelli, my favourite player at Arsenal, to score, deflected in off Nathan Ake and into the goal. It doesn't matter how we score the goals, it's the fact that we score, it matters, It all counts and it all matters. And the most important thing, we've got 3 points, and we've actually got that monkey off our back, that hoodoo, that Indian sign off of Manchester City, or that Indian sign that Manchester City had against us and over us. It's now lifted, and then that gives us a confidence now. If we can beat Manchester City, keeping a clean sheet, because so far this season in the league, we've not kept any clean sheets at home. All our clean sheets have been away from home, but not at home. The first one against the best team in the world. So that's very, very good going, and that must give the players and even the fans a lot of confidence going forward. I still think Manchester City will win the league. I think we'll finish second. I thought Liverpool would finish second, but I'm having a feeling now that we'll probably get second. Liverpool will probably get third. And City will win it. They might win it by. It might not be that they win it by a landslide, but I can see City winning it by at least a couple of points. But we're going to be right in their necks. I think if we want to win the league, we're going to have to hope that they pick up some more injuries, or we're going to have to hope that Kevin De Bruyne is out for the whole season or for much longer than anticipated, and that we can go out and get someone like Osimhen in January. I'm not sure about Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney is an improvement, of course. He's on Eddie Nketiah, but I'm looking at, if we want to top of this Manchester City team, we need somebody world class. Ivan Toney isn't world class. Osimhen is world class. And I think if we got someone like him and Neto from Rules, we could definitely win it. But at the moment, let's just see what we do in January. And let's just take one step at a time. The next game is Chelsea away. We've got a good record at Chelsea recently. I don't think we've lost there for about 3 or 4 years. I think the last 3 times we played Chelsea, I think it's 3 times we've beaten them. The first time was 1-0 when Smith Rowe scored. Then we beat them, I think it was 4-2 a couple of seasons ago. And then we beat them again last season 1-0. I think, did Gabriel score a goal for us? I think it was. So we've won there 3 times in a row, 3 seasons in a trot. And so we've got, recently our record against Chelsea is exemplary. This Celtic continues week after next, after the international break. We come back and we carry on from this Manchester City result. Because what we don't want to do is win this game and against City and then go back to, back down again. And what's the point of we beating City, then we're going to lose to Chelsea? Even a draw wouldn't be too bad, but we need to keep winning and winning, because we know what City are like. City are more than capable of going on a 20-game winning streak. So we've got to keep winning and keep winning and keep winning. And hopefully, by the time we get to the Etihad, we'll be several points ahead of them. So even if we were to lose up there, they won't be able to catch us. Let's just see what happens. We need a prayer because, it won't be easy, and teams do seem to raise it against us, but hopefully we can rise to the occasion even, and then let's see where it takes us. Anyway, that's all for now. That's just a summary of the game against Manchester City. Again, Arsenal won, Manchester City nil. the FA Carling or the FA Premiership. It's not called Carling anymore, is it? I'm old school. But the FA Barclays Premier League or Premiership. They've changed names so often. The FA Barclays Premiership, Premier League Premiership. Okay, as I say, keep subscribing to Arsenal Future channel. We're looking to expand. We're gonna make the channel look more professional looking, sounding, and then down the line we're gonna try and see if we can get reporters. We're looking to go places. It's early days. We're on a shoestring budget at the moment, but there'll come a time we'll be able to lavish on this channel and make it look and sound as close to AFTV as possible. And then we're gonna be aiming for the stars. Okay, my people, you take care. Love you lots. Keep subscribing and stay tuned. Peace out.